Kind of a weird situation going on with our whole sign-in flow, right? It doesn't actually check whether you're signed in anymore. I can be signed out, and it stays on this page. And if I do manually go back to the sign-in page, all I have to do is just go back to /room/general. There I am. Now, nothing works, right? I don't see any of the chat messages because Firebase requires authentication. But you shouldn't even see this at all. Likewise, if you are signed in, let's get signed in. If you are signed in, it should redirect you, right? And it's not doing that either. /sign-in should just redirect me to main if I'm actually signed in. So let's do something about this. So right now we have this switch here. If the path is sign in, go to sign in. If the path is /rooms/something else, then render all this. We had this ternary before that checked whether you're signed in. So we should probably be doing that anyway. Let's make it so. So what should happen if you visit /sign-in and you're already signed in? It should show you main. So instead of just saying component sign in, let's do a render prop. It'll receive nav props, which will probably pass on. And then we'll check if you're signed in. We'll do main. And really, now we need to pass in the nav props. Oops. Nav props. Otherwise, sign in. This need a little more indentation here. There you go. So that route, if you visit /sign-in and you are already signed in, it'll render main anyway, and then it'll render sign in. And we'll do something very similar here. In fact, let's just do exactly the same thing for right now. So our render prop is now this. If you're signed in, yeah, go ahead and show main. Otherwise, show sign in. So now if I sign out, I do move here, but it doesn't change the URL. It should, shouldn't it? That's okay. If I visit /sign-in and I log in, shows me the right thing, but doesn't update the URL. So we're rendering the right component, but we actually want it to redirect. Wouldn't you know it, React Router comes with a component called redirect. And it works just like link or navlink. You just tell it where to redirect to. Piece of cake. So, if we visit /sign-in and we are signed in, what we really want it to do is redirect to /rooms/general. That'll be our default. Otherwise, yeah, we want it to render sign in. We don't want it to redirect. I just imported it from React Router DOM. It's part of React Router. So if we visit /rooms/room name and we are signed in, we want to render main. Otherwise, we don't want to render sign in. We actually want to redirect to /sign in, which will match the other route and render the right thing. Let's check that out. Okay, right now I'm on /rooms/general, and I am signed in. I sign out, and I get redirected to sign in. I'm on sign in, and I sign in. And then I actually get redirected to /rooms/general.
Is it possible from the sign-in page you just edit the URL to get inside the room?
Not anymore. Not anymore. So now, if I go to /rooms/general, it'll redirect me right back to sign in. Yep. So that takes care of that. Now we still have the issue that the root URL goes nowhere. Whoops. Well, that depends on whether we're signed in or not. So we need a default route for if it doesn't match either one of these. And so this one won't match any particular path. This is just the default if it doesn't match one of the others, right? We're using a switch. So what should this one do? We'll get nav props again. Well, something like this. Our default route should check whether we're signed in. If we are, instead of rendering main, we will redirect there. /rooms/general. If we're not signed in, it'll redirect to sign in with a slash. So if you go to some URL other than these two, it'll redirect you to one of those two based on whether you're signed in. So we've got 3 ternaries here checking for this. But this is what it takes to get it to do all the things we want it to do here.
Also, it's a third colon like else.
No. It's if else only. There's no else if. Unless you just, after the colon, you could put an if. Or you could put another ternary. That'd be ghastly. All right, so let's check it out. If I just go to localhost 3000 with nothing after it, I'm redirected to sign in. I sign in. There we go. Now that I'm signed in, if I visit localhost 3000 with nothing after it, I get redirected to rooms general. Sweet. So we've updated our routes for the authentication flow. Sweet.